Cash Money AP.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've been absent. I have not posted at all this week. This is the first video that I am making, and today is Saturday, so I'm sorry about that. Listen, I got a lot of great stuff coming. I got skits coming for y'all. I got some good stuff coming, so make sure you stay tuned. But the message for today is to trust God. And a lot of times I know that people be like, it's hard to trust God. I'll pray and it doesn't happen. You have to understand that God's not on our time. He's on his own time. Hold on one second. Yes, I'm back. Now, back to trusting God. And like I said, sometimes people get frustrated because they're like, okay, I prayed and like nothing's going on. God works on his own time and he pops up just when he's supposed to, not when we need to. Just like they say, when you're about to take a final, does the teacher tell you anything? No. They're quiet.
Get your words together.
While you're taking a test, it's quiet. So God's not always going to speak to you whenever things are going bad and stuff like that, like, because sometimes we need to go through certain things to learn certain things. But just know that God will never leave you nor forsake you, and that's what it says in the Bible. Like, no matter what, he's always got your back. Now, you can't always trust humans and your family and your friends, because guess what, we're just humans, and guess what, we mess up. But I'm telling you, if you trust God, okay, this is what trusting God means. Trusting God means if you pray for something and you believe with all your heart that it's going to happen, no matter the circumstances, no matter what comes up, no matter what roadblock comes up your way, you trust God completely, entirely, and fully. And you don't let nothing distract you or doubt you. You have no doubts. Watch, it will come to pass. Now, if you ask God for something and you have doubts and you don't believe it's going to happen, it's not going to happen because of your doubts. Trusting God is all about faith. Like, for example, okay, all right, for example, like, I didn't have a job, and I'm like, man, I was out of a job for like about a month. And for those of you who grind on your own, get your own money and got rent to pay, that's a lot of time. Because you got to pay for bills. But God's so good, and he's kept me through everything. I'm not behind on nothing because he always comes through just when he's supposed to. So I'm just like, it's been about a month. I'm applying to all these jobs. I'm not getting people call me back. I'm hitting people back up. Not really getting responses and stuff like that. Not really, like, I'm not going to settle for just anything. So, the responses I might have gotten maybe not be, like, enough money an hour. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Came, like, the job, they called me at the perfect time. I went in there for an interview. I already knew off rip that I was gonna like the job because the atmosphere was very positive, and I started to get the training. I was loving it, y'all. I loved it every day. But my whole point was that God came just in time. You know what I'm saying? I've watched God heal people. I've watched God do so many things. Like, you just have to believe that he's gonna do it. If you don't believe it, then there's no point in you even asking him. Like, trusting God is so important in our life because we need him. We need him through the ups. We need him through the downs. We need him for everything. We need him to make sure our mind's right. We need him to make sure doors are open. We need him to make sure that we're safe. We truly need God. So trusting God is like a major thing. And for those of you who don't know who God is, and for those of you who do not believe in God, God is the creator of the world. He's who made us. Yeah, we came out of our moms and our dad. We came from our dad's sperm, and yeah, we came out of our mom. But God is the reason why we're here. God's the reason why we have breath. He's the reason why we can see. He's the reason why we can smell. He's the reason why some of us can walk, and some of us who's went through a lot of stuff and we're still here. You ever see anyone overcome cancer? Who do you think that is? It's not, like, it's truly God. It's God that heals us. It's God that gets us through the tough times. There might have been times where maybe you were going through a breakup. Maybe you were going through a tough time at home. Who knows? I'm not really sure what y'all's situation are, but there might be a time that God just came through. I know a girl, when I was in college, I worked at this Forever 21, and there was a girl, we were all talking about God, and, like, everyone don't believe in God, and you can't blame them. Like, I'm not gonna say you can't blame them, because it's important to believe in God, but you can't force people to believe in God. You know what I'm saying? I don't really try to force no one, but I do encourage it. But anyways, we were talking about God, and some people were saying they don't believe in them, and some people were saying they did. And there was one particular female who said there was a time when she didn't believe in God until something happened to her. I guess her mom must have gotten into an argument and she got kicked out. And she was out on the streets by herself. And like she had nobody. She didn't have no money to get like buy food. She was a teenager and she was by herself on the streets. And she was like, okay, like I'm about to pray. So God, if you're real, can you please make sure you come through? Can you please bless me with some shelter and, just bless me with the things that I need? Next thing you know, her mom came and found her and took her home. So she said ever since she knew then, like, he answered her prayer. You know what I mean? It's really all about just believing and knowing that God's going to do it. Like, say, for instance, like, your family is feuding. And when I say feuding, I mean, like, arguing and fighting and bickering, and you feel like nothing's getting better, and you feel like, everything's just going downhill, and you feel like nothing's going to get better. I'm telling you, if you pray about that situation, prayer has so much power. I'm telling you, like, we think that prayer is supposed to be a microwave. It's not. It's not going to be microwave. Nothing's going to be microwave. Everything has its process. Some things are faster than others. Some things are slower than others. But I'm telling you, like, prayer has so much power. Like, I pray for everything, y'all. Everything. Like, I wake up, I ask God to lead and guide my day. I pray for my family. I pray for my friends. I pray for people that I meet, like, walking down the street. I pray for everybody. Like, I pray about everything because you're supposed to. And it's better when you pray because things go better when it's not you doing it. You feel me? So, prayer has so much power. I have seen God move so much miraculously in our lives, in my family's lives, and I've seen the way things have changed, and I've seen the way people have changed. So I know for a fact, praying and keep praying and believing, it definitely will happen. So if you have something going on at home, maybe you want that job, or maybe there's something that you're trying to do, or maybe there's goals that you want to accomplish, and you really feel like you're having a hard time accomplishing these goals, and having a hard time, like, doing the things that you want to do, or maybe you feel like you're set back, or maybe you feel like you've been trying to put in a whole bunch of applications and nobody's like calling you back, and you're calling them, and it's like you can't find the job that you want. Man, I'm telling you, pray about it. Pray about everything, because God will truly come through. He'll come through the best way that he's supposed to come through, and he'll surprise you because he'll go above and beyond, because that's just who he is. It's really important for us, like, because God has, in the Bible, it says that God has a plan for our lives. And I'll make sure that I find the scriptures for y'all, and I'll put it at the end, because I don't remember off rip, but I know that I'm not going to just be talking. I'm going to show you scripture. God has Jeremiah 11, yeah. God has a plan for everybody, every single person. Yes, you. Every single person that is on the earth, God has a plan for them. It's just up to you whether you want to follow through with it or not. You know what I'm saying? God gives us our own will, so he doesn't go against our will. So it's up to you, but he encourages that you choose the right way, which is his way, because it's less problems. Like, you're gonna still have problems just like everybody else, but at the same time, when you're allowing God to handle your situation, you won't have to worry about handling them problems. You know what I'm saying? So just like, and also another thing about trusting God is, say for instance, this is a big one because everybody want to fight. You got beef with somebody. And I know, like, when we have beef with people and people make us mad, we want to retaliate. We want to fight back. We want to say something back. I know that's my problem. I'm ready to snap back as soon as someone says something to me. I want to snap back. And I got to go pray, like, Lord, please forgive me, man. Because give me the words to say to these people. You know what I'm saying? And I know that we want to respond the way that we want to respond. But, which we can. And when we do, guess what? Things don't always turn out the way that we expect them to or want them to, because we responded in a negative way, and a lot of times it might come back on us too because of how we responded. Now, when the vengeance is the Lord's, the Bible says the vengeance is the Lord's. That means that God will fight your battles. God, I kid y'all not. I cannot tell y'all how many times God has made an enemy my footstool. I cannot tell y'all how many times God has shut somebody's mouth because they talked about me. I cannot tell y'all how many times God has fought my battles. Growing up, I might have friends watching this now. Y'all probably thought I was like weak and I can't fight and stuff like that. I've always known the power of allowing God to handle it, because when I would sit back and let God handle it, it would get handled. And it'd be crazy because the way it would be handled in peace. And that's what I like, because I'm a peacemaker, baby. I argue and stuff if I have to, if I gotta make my point across, or, you know what I'm saying, because sometimes you have to argue, but I would rather have peace if I can. You know what I'm saying? I would rather be peaceful about things, and that's just me, period. I don't care. I'd like to be peaceful, period. So, I'm trying to look for my lip gloss. There it goes. Let me reapply, y'all. So, anyways, growing up, you know, my grandfather's a pastor, so growing up, I would, like, you know, be around my grandfather a lot. He would teach me about, like, letting God handle my battles. And so, there's times where, you know, I would step in and it would be messy when I stepped in. But when God stepped in, even if it was a mess, he cleaned it all up, and he'll make that person listen. The same people that's talking about you be the same people that's going to need you. Same people that's trying to put you down be the same people that might have to work for you. You just never know. I'm telling you, just try it. Just try it. If you're going through something right now, I want you to say, Lord, I come before you, Lord, and I just ask that you take this situation and you handle it, and watch what he does. And don't even step in. Don't even say that you know, the little smart stuff that you wanted to say to them, your sister, your brother, whoever, be making you mad, or your mom, your dad, your friends, because I know a lot of times friends be beefing in groups and stuff like that. Watch what God does if you just be like, God, I'm going to let you handle it. And yet, you know, our problem is the vengeance don't happen quick enough. I know. I already know. Y'all want your karma now. You want your karma now. I need it now. Right now. No, honey. No. No, be patient. Yes, you're mad. Go take a walk. Yes, you're mad. Maybe, you know, write something. Yes, you're mad. Maybe work out, honey. Stomp it out. I don't know what you know, find something positive to do to release that anger. But just know that he will come through, man. He comes through all the time. I remember this one time, y'all. I was on a bus. Didn't have no money because I had a bus card and it took money off my card, you know, out of my check. But at the time, I did not have no money. I literally didn't even have no money to buy a drink. Like, my mouth was dry. I think I had just brushed my teeth before I got on the bus. And you know how it is when you brush your teeth, your mouth get real dry if you don't put some water in it after, you know. So my mouth was so dry. And I said, Lord, can you please bless me with the money to get a drink or something to quench my thirst? Y'all, I kid you not. 3 minutes after that prayer, an older woman was sitting in front of me, and she reached back and handed me a mint. I didn't say the prayer out loud. I didn't, none of that. Like, I did not expect this from this woman. But I knew I felt that was God. And even though it's small, it just goes to show that he's always there. You know, you may not be able to see him, but you can feel him. You know what I mean? And it's so important, again, to trust God. Trust God in every instance. You know, stuff will be going crazy, and I'll be sitting there, and I know I'll say put my little input in, and then I'll sit back and I'll think, I'll be like, you know what? I'm not even going to deal with this right now. I'm going to go pray about it, and I'm going to let God handle the situation. So no matter what y'all going through, I want you just to try. For you, those of you who never tried it before, go ahead and try and let God handle it, baby. I'm trying to tell you, we're talking about the Creator. We're not the Big Bang. We're not talking about the Big Bang because that's a whole nother topic, because guess who made the Big Bang? God did. I'm talking about the Creator of the world. I'm talking about Jesus Christ. I'm talking about the Lord. I'm talking about the ruler. You feel me? The owner. You feel me? The one who rules us. You feel me? The one who rules everything on this earth. I'm talking about God. Not Satan, because he be doing stuff too. I'm talking about God, the Heavenly Father. Sit back and let him handle it. And you know what? This message is not just for y'all. It's for me too. Because there's stuff that I'm going through, and I try to handle myself instead of letting God handle it. But I'm telling you, you just watch and see what he does. Because we're in a time now, y'all, we cannot, like, yes, we can depend on, there's people we can depend on, but there's going to be times where our friends, our family, or whoever's helping us out cannot help us out. And there's going to be times when we're alone. And we cannot just call on God when we're alone. We need to call on him when we have everyone in the room. We need to call on him when we're happy. We need to call on him when we have all the money in the world. We need to call on him when we have all the stuff that we want in the world. We need to call on God at all times, you know, because we always need him, no matter how much you think. You might have everything materialistic, but that's not going to make you feel better on the inside. It's not going to restore your soul. It's not going to restore your mind. It's just going to make, basically, you just have material things, and those fade away. The word never fades away. So I hope this helped. I know I repeat myself a lot, but I really wanted to make a video about trusting God, and I hope you guys are encouraged. I'm rooting for you. I'm praying for you. To all my subscribers, I don't have many, but I believe in y'all. No matter what is no matter what it is that you want to do. I believe in you. If you go ahead in the comments below, you know, some of y'all might not because, you know, I'm just starting YouTube, so I don't really have too many people commenting. But if you're watching this, comment something, like comment below a time if you trusted God and he came through. I just want to know. I just want to know the people's story. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. You guys have a blessed day. It's beautiful outside. It's gorgeous, honey. It's gorgeous. I'm coming back with lots of other videos. I might end up doing a vlog. I don't know. You know, I'm with my sister today. Might do some pranks. Who knows, you know. Stay tuned. Make sure y'all follow me on all of my social medias. I'm not going to tell you again. I keep on telling y'all. First of all, subscribe because you know you want to. We about to be friends. We about to be a family. Hey, listen, I'm going to tell y'all now, and I'm grateful for all the subscribers that I have. I don't have many, but I'm very grateful for everything I have because, baby, I'm grinding, starting from the bottom. Climb with me, you feel me? Climb with me. Subscribe, like this video. Anyways, follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, and Insta. So, no, I'm weird. I'm weird. Like, so hopefully y'all just accept me for me because I'm different. Make sure, you know, I'm going to put all my social medias in the description below. Follow the kid. I love you. God bless.